It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now Burrow on first down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 23-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jeffers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnston. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now left side on the swing pass. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Jeffers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Complete to number 19.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
On second down now. It's Cook, and they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jeffers. Forced out to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
It's up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. Let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Check 26, check 26.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Jeffers, and he's got it complete to Anderson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Operating from the gun, Jeffers. Buying time to his left. Going to throw right side here, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bengals will get the football back. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the shotgun, he'll throw. And this completes to Henry over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
No gain.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
At his own 9-yard line.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the gun, Jeffers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Glover. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. He was 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
The Vikings first down.
Operating from the gun, Jeffers. Throw left side complete. That's Glover. A gain of 6 there on first.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Off play action. Jeffers looking here for Smith downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Danielle Hunter, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half. On 2nd down, Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
On the return, it's Taylor. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
out of the gun. It's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
That's good.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
58 to Mike, 58. 18. Check. 60. Check. I got motion.
And Burrow going to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
To the air again, Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Jeffers into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Vikings.
Off play action. Jeffers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Glover. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play.
First down, Minnesota.
Off the play fake. Jeffers. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, Jeffers. That's caught right side by Anderson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on third down, Jeffers. And he finds Cook. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Operating from the gun, Jeffers. He's got Anderson right side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
First down, Vikings.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Quickly completed to the right flat. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 15-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jeffers. Throw left side complete. That's Glover. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Throwing on 1st down. Jeffers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Beal. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On 1st and 10, Jeffers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Jeffers. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Off play action. Jeffers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Smith Jr.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Back to throw. Jeffers. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
The Vikings.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Cook, they'll try and run it. They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Score Vikings 19, Bengals 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On second down, here's Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll run here with Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Burrow. Oh, that was dangerous.
Burrow's
threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 10 now, Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. First down. Here's Burrow. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Burrow's back.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Final minute now of the third quarter. On first and 10, Joe Burrow. And this one's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So second and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Again, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. 48 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Throw left side complete. It's Shaw. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
You know, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Operating from the gun. Jeffers. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
The kicker on.
Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
45. Mike, 45. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does
It's just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
They go play action with Burrow. Got a man open. It's Ross. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On 1st down, Jeffers. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 19 yards away. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Vikings 33, Bengals 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This will be their 3rd straight defeat.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
play action. It's Burrow. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Jaron Reed able to record his 5th sack of the season. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Third and 2, now Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Open man is Ross, complete. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Vikings, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.